What's up, YouTube? Wes here, February 17th, 2026, and this is my trade recap for today. We take two trades today, one de-risk loss and one win. I'll walk you guys through exactly kind of what I was thinking and the executions for these. Before we get started though, I have some crazy unfortunate news. Okay, so yesterday I was trading Asia Session Gold, and I'm not too used to trading view yet, so I not too quick with making my stop losses and take profits. So what I did yesterday is in TradingView, I entered a position, a short position, and put a buy limit for it to buy back the sell orders that I had at the bottom, right? So it ends up going to hit my stop loss, right? Which is unfortunate, but it doesn't get rid of the buy order. And then price retraces back to it, hits the buy order, and full ports my account and loses it. Holy, is that unfortunate. So we're out of the Lucid account, but with that being said, we started a new Top Step Tradevate account. Man, honestly, it's just reps in the market, yo. I just got to take it off the chin. I'm not worried whatsoever. Yeah, it sucked in the moment when I got up this morning and realized that my account was blown. And it was just an eval. Guys, don't worry. But holy, did it suck. Right? So it was hard to not get in my head a little bit about it, but enough yap. Make sure to use code WesleyTrades with every single prop firm and join the Discord. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get going. So this trade, what I was thinking here, we have clear bearish market structure on almost every single time frame. We for sure have it on the weekly. Now that we're starting to see some sense of direction, which is nice because we were in this range for a long time up here. And now we're finally starting to see some sort of direction. So daily, of course, it's the same thing. And then it's just extensions from there. But one important thing to note, we have a bearish SMT that we've kind of been pushing, that has been pushing price to the downside, pardon me. So what I was kind of looking for in today is opening up the charts. We had a really nice weekly fair value gap that was filled once, but it was kind of my draw again for today because being in a downtrend, you want to find higher time frame confluences, and this being one of our highest time frame confluences is nice. So a little bit of a narrative coming into today was that weekly fair value gap potentially being filled once again. So as soon as I see this, as soon as I saw the things I needed to see, we're going to go down to the 1 minute here. I decided to enter in a short in this guy. So here we are on the 1 minute, right? We get nasty inverses up here. Wanted to kind of retrace back into CE land, but didn't really get it until here. We come up CE, fail to close past equilibrium and get a good candle close. So was kind of waiting for further confirmation as we did have this inverse here, which may be a little hesitant, which honestly is fine. But with the bearish momentum, we closed in the fair value gap and I figured that was enough for me to enter. So I placed my stops down here, it was a 1-to-1, and then I de-risked. So this was my full position. It was up here, I believe. This was my full position. I believe it was down here. Sorry, it was right here. This was my full position, and then I trailed stops to then be stopped out by this candle right here. So unfortunate, but looking back on this here, and it sucks that I hesitated, but you know what? Whatever. We had this inverse fair value gap, right? But we also had this CE wick here off of this fair value gap. If we could have entered off of this candle here, if we can have entered off this candle here, targeted just a nice 1-to-1, this is a trade we hit because stop losses have to be above here. And that's a trade we can bang out every single time. So not mad that I didn't take this trade. I'm just cautious of it, right? I know that I didn't take it. It's unfortunate. It's just a little tidbit for next time. All right. Well, moving on to our other trade that we took on our Tradeovate account. We have this monster right here. Super decent. Big fan of this one. This was a lot similar to the other trade. Yeah, we traded back here and then we opened our Tradeovate account through Alpha Futures. Again, make sure to use code WesleyTrades with that guy. So we had this, and this was pretty much the exact same thing as over here, but I didn't hesitate. So because I didn't hesitate, we end up taking a 1-to-1 or close to. I wanted to target the bottom of this candle. This candle right here. Let's turn this off. Wanted to target the bottom of this candle right there. That is what I wanted to target, which we end up doing, and we end up spanking take profit on this guy for a calm little 340. So decent 2 trades today. I mean, overall, I was super bearish. I think a lot of people were coming into New York market open, just looking at the direction that the weekly was headed was a nice little nudge in the right direction for me today. So unfortunately, we take the de-risk loss on the XFA. We take this banger on a new eval. Plus, we took a de-risk loss on the XFA. So it's not a full loss. We didn't lose our full 250, right? We lost 1/3 of that ish. So that's all for today. I mean, we're just going to keep climbing. I want to get another payout with these XFAs. So we're just going to continue to not be greedy. That's one thing I really want to focus on for my future trading days is I've noticed I trail stops like a motherfucker, bro. Like I get too much into trailing stops. So I'm not going to get too greedy. We're not going to try to find these 1 in 1 million trades where I trail stops for $700,000.